Hi, this is Mardy once again and welcome to my channel. Francisco Dagohoy, who initiated the longest revolt in Philippine history, the Dagohoy Rebellion. Francisco Dagohoy, born Francisco Sendrijas in 1724, was a Filipino revolutionary who holds the distinction of having initiated the longest revolt in Philippine history, the Dagohoy Rebellion. This rebellion against the Spanish colonial government took place on the island of Bohol from 1744 to 1828, roughly 85 years. Francisco Dagohoy started the revolt at the age of 20. Little is known of Francisco Dagohoy's lifestyle before the rebellion, or even his early life. The only information known is that his real name was Francisco Sendrijas, and he was born in 1724, and that he was the native of Barangay Cabitoon in Abanga, Bohol. He was also Kabisa de Barangay, or one of the barangay captains of the town. His name derives from an amulet he wore, which people believe gave him the charm of a gentle wind or huyuhoy, and the power to jump from hill to hill or across rivers. He was believed to have clear vision inside dark caves and be invisible whenever and wherever he wanted. The name Dagohoy is a concatenation of the Visayan phrase Dagon sa Huyuhoy, or talisman of the breeze in English. His brother is named as Sagarino Dagohoy. One of the reasons of his rebellion was about his brother, a priest called Jesuita, refused to give his brother the proper burial. As a result, he killed that priest and continued his rebellion against the Spanish colonial government that reached up to 85 years. He died because of his age and his illness. The Dagohoy Rebellion was one of the two significant revolts that occurred in Bohol during the Spanish era. The other was the Tamblot uprising in 1621, led by Tamblot, a babaylan or native priest from Bohol, which was basically a religious conflict. Unlike the Tamblot revolt, the Dagohoy Rebellion was not a religious conflict. Rather, it was like most of the early revolts, which were ignited by forced labor, bandala, excessive tax collection, and payment of tributes. On top of these injustices of the Jesuit priests, what triggered Dagohoy most was the refusal of the Jesuit priest to give a Christian burial to his brother who died in a duel. This caused Dagohoy to call upon his fellow Boholanos to raise arms against the colonial government. The rebellion outlasted several Spanish governor-generals and several missions. In 1744, Gaspar Morales, the Jesuit curate of Inabanga, ordered Francisco's brother Sagarino, who was a constable, to capture an apostate fugitive. Sagarino pursued the fugitive, but the latter resisted and killed him. Morales refused to give Sagarino a Christian burial because he had died in a duel, a practice banned by the church. Infuriated, Francisco instigated the people to rise in arms. The signal of the uprising was the killing of Giuseppe Lamberti, Italian Jesuit curate of Hagna, on 24 of January 1744. The rebellion rolled over the whole island like a typhoon. Morales was killed by Dagohoy afterward. Bishop of Cebu, Miguel Lino de Espileta, who exercised ecclesiastical authority over Bohol, tried in vain to mollify the rebellious Boholanos. Dagohoy defeated the Spanish forces sent against him. He established the First Bohol Republic, an independent government in the mountains of Bohol on 20 of December 1745 and had 3,000 followers, which subsequently increased to 20,000. His followers remained unsubdued in their mountain stronghold and even after Dagohoy's death continued to defy Spanish power. One reason of his success in his reliance on collective farming practices after the death of Spanish landlords. The farmers wanted to begin farming again. Many farmers wanted to institute land reform, but the revolutionary cabinet decided that they should work in umahang communal or communal farms. Farmers would be the owner of the farms they would work in and have a say in its affairs. More than 15 dozen farms were collectivized in Bohol. This helped the revolution to have the least amount of food shortages no matter the turbulent weather and made the Bohol of today an agricultural superpower. A cave in the now was the headquarters of the Dagohoy. Many passages within the Dagohoy's cave lead underwater to dry land, and it is said that every time Spaniards searched the cave, the Dagohoy could swim underwater through this passage to hide in the breathing space. 20 Spanish governors general from Gaspar de la Torre to Juan Antonio Martinez tried to quell the rebellion and failed. In 1825, Mariano Rocafort Palacin became Governor General of the Philippines. Upon his order, Alcalde Mayor Jose Lazaro Cairo, at the head of 2,200 Filipino Spanish troops and several batteries, invaded Bohol on May 7, 1827. The Boholanos resisted fiercely. Cairo won several engagements but failed to crush the rebellion. Dagohoy is acknowledged in the Philippine history as the initiator of the longest insurrection on record. His revolt lasted 85 years, from 1744 to 1828. The town of Dagohoy, Bohol is named in his honor. It was the former President Carlos B. Garcia, a Boholano, who proposed the name.